Julie and Mayfield couldn't figure out the Dunkin' Donuts box. Can you hear me? Careful with the Dunkin' Donut box. Julie and Mayfield, they couldn't figure it apart. They spilled everywhere. Apparently it spits at you.
They're laughing, eating cake.
I'm just sitting there eating cake. Yeah. There is chocolate cake.
Oh, look at it.
Well, at this point now you gotta wait.
Oh, it's from the store. Anyway, I thought maybe Wendy made cake. Homemade cake. Not you, Wendy. Yeah.
Damn.
Anyway.
I can confirm it was from the store, and that shit was delicious.
No, because I was thinking last night what kind of cake I need to make my daughter when we go to Texas, because it's always her birthday there. Anyway.
Is there anybody here that likes cake but not frosting? Okay, when you eat your cake, I'll take your frosting. Because I'm the opposite. Forget the cake, man. What? Oh my God, you don't have a thing of frosting in your fridge? You just...
So I classified myself in high school. That's all I had for breakfast, so I would have it frosting on the way to school.
Oh my God.
Don't ask me any more questions. I didn't.
You would just eat a thing of frosting? Did you like the funfetti?
No, I would just get chocolate.
Chocolate frosting.
I used a spoon. Nails. I didn't have long finger nails. I played softball.
Right.
Is
that a cocaine? Are you cocaine now?
Did you get...
for that, for those days, right? And that it was only her pinky nail. Okay, we are not recording.
I don't need to, it's too funny.
One nail, different color.
Okay, well, what we've learned today so far, you don't want frosting, you do, but don't anymore. You did, you used to like frosting. Julie can't pour coffee. All right.
Okay.
Say what?
Go.
Any other fun facts, Julie?
Yeah, the fucker it like burned my foot. And you're like,
Oh, I didn't know we had an active crime scene here. Julie, are you okay?
I'm absolutely fine. Thanks for caring now.
Thoughts?
Julie's in rare form today.
Thoughts and prayers to Julie, everybody, on her burnt coffee foot.
I know.
Thoughts and prayers. All right, bring it back. Here's what we got. I want to do wins. We've got wins. Ernie has an announcement that I missed last week, and he was like, dude. Audrey, you have an announcement, yes? And then we got follow-up script, and then I just want to talk about like leveling up. I just want to talk about levels. Level up, and we're going to rock and roll. Sound good? Yeah. Cool, let's do it. Ready, set, go. Who's got to win? I'll go first. You got to come on. Come on. Is that a coffee limp I sense? Is it a...
Oh, come on now.
Hey. Hey, do you need me to get the first aid kit?
FYI, I'm pretty scrappy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm talking shit from back here with a chair in between us.
Okay, so I got one of my offers accepted last night, so number 2 pending.
Number 2! Anything to share? Anything to... Any...
Is it multiple? Yeah, all of mine are multiples. I don't understand it. Every offer I wrote is multiple offers on the weekend, so it's good time. Yeah, clients that we sold their house, so we really needed to find them a house.
Oh, it's these guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good.
So they won't be homeless, so yay. No homeless clients. 427 in Canton. Literally talk to the agent every day for like 40.
And when's your inspection?
My client is scheduling it today because he wants the same person from Trademark that he had the last time.
Okay. So that's 2. You wrote 6 offers last weekend, 2 accepted.
Yep. 2 fell through. We're waiting on a counter for the last one.
And we're waiting on a counter for the last one.
That'll work. Yep.
Okay, it's good. Yay, Julie! Can I hold them? Okay, who else? Julie, you're a killer.
I have a
What else?
win.
Come on, Don. You gotta hold two microphones. You gotta hold the fuzzy and the regular.
I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. No jokes about that.
What would they be, Don?
And so, okay, so my one of 4 that went live this weekend went pending the very next day. Yay! Sorry.
Yes!
Yesterday.
I got an offer last night. I looked at it this morning. And and it's for, it's listed at 280. The agent texted me yesterday, buyer agent, and said, because he called like right after he showed it, and he says, do you have anything, on this house? And I said, my standard, pretty much. He didn't call, but he texted. I said, a lot of interest, nothing in hand yet. So I get the offer, it's listed at 280, I get the offer for 410.
What?
Yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know that.
Is it the right address?
So that's my win so far.
310.
310.
310, sorry.
Oh.
I was like, but still.
Still 310. Yeah, 310.
It's 100. I can do it. Anyway. No, because my other one was at 4. Anyway, yeah. So that's, when you have 4 listings that go like, you get
Oh, Dawn.
nothing to do with my
What a good problem to have.
Dude, that's awesome. So they were so panicked. They were so used to being in a multiple offer situation.
It's in
That,
Livonia, right,
Yeah.
Julie? So you got, you did 6 offers and it's all multiples. So, yeah, they're anticipating that they really had to, go balls to the wall. And it wasn't even like an escalation or anything.
just a straight 310.
310.
See
Yeah,
now I
good.
got it. I know.
Yeah.
610 on a 280. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it.
Congratulations, yes.
And I looked at,
So all the scripting was, hey, just not a lot of interest, nothing in hand.
that was
it.
back because he
Yeah.
texted me and I was like, which is my canned thing when they just text.
Yeah. It is. So how many went under contract this weekend then?
Well, just the one,
Okay.
but I've got a lot of showings.
And this would be number 2.
Lots of activity.
We'll see.
Lots of
I'm gonna
activity,
look at it.
nothing in hand yet. Yeah, that's right. Very popular.
Nothing in hand yet.
Yeah. Good job, Don. Good job. Good job. I thought you set some kind of record. 110 over on a 280 or 130 over on a 280.
No, but you did good with that one that you just sold in, where is it, White Lake, Highland? What was it, 50
Oh, Heartland,
over,
yeah.
75 over?
No.
Okay.
I forget.
Anyway.
30 over? No, you're right. It was
You did better than
475.
that.
You're right. It was 55 over. Yeah.
That's the ticket.
600. Okay, what else you got? What else you got? Come on, Audrey. Christina, I don't know your stance on frosting. Are you into frosting? Okay. Careful, Audrey used to eat frosting on her way to school. You missed that part. Anyway, crazy. Aspen!
He's feeling crispy.
He ate a piece of cake. He's like,
I did. I had a piece of cake. I'm like a 10-year-old right now. I'm like, ah! Who's got the fucking confetti?
Oh my God.
Do we have any more of those confetti?
Okay.
I got a pending. Boom! Dave, you must have jumped 10 feet when we did that. All right, what you got?
Well, I got a pending for my client who is out of state, and we just talked about it, so I wanted to talk about it again here. He's out of state. He didn't view it. He didn't even want a virtual showing. He just wanted to put in an offer. So what I did was I put in the request to view. I went for like a minute, just ran in, pretending like I was, filming whatever. I don't even think I actually filmed it. I just kind of did it, and then I left really good feedback so then the seller could see it. Did not put anything about how we didn't actually see it in my offer or anything, just kind of submitted like a regular offer, and then ours got accepted.
That's awesome. Where are they moving out of?
They're moving from Texas. It's actually just like a vacation home for them. Their family's up here, but they live in Texas. And so they just really wanted like a little lake house. So then like their grandkids can go out on the lake because that's what they did growing up. and none of their kids own lakefront property, and they're like, well, we got enough money, we'll just buy a little lake house. So that's what they did.
That's awesome. Where?
Oh, Walled Lake.
Awesome. Cool. Well, hey, neighbor. What I've never, I don't think I've ever sold a house sight unseen. Anything you would share or anything, like, it's such a weird thing.
Yeah. I never, because like anytime you say that you haven't seen it in person, they normally try to go with another offer, and we knew we were going up against other offers.
Yeah.
So I didn't bring it up.
Yeah.
And I like just complimented the agent, like, oh yeah, like it's a super cute home, like they really like it, because that's all true, right? They love the photos and everything. We're getting the inspection, and so he was like, yeah, I can just fly up there to see it during inspection.
Yeah.
And I had that conversation with him too, because when he was putting in offers before, he was like, I still get to like see this right before actually giving over money. And I'm like, yeah, like you have your earnest money deposit, that's the only money you give up front, but we protect that through the inspection period. And so then you can make offers confidently, go to the inspection, and then make your decision from there. And we don't even have to do an inspection. We had that whole like conversation where we could go see it, then have the inspection later if you still really like it. That way it's like 2 inspections, like one where we just walk through, make sure that you still like it, and then the actual inspection. And
Yeah.
he's very comfortable with that.
Awesome. Really cool. It's so cool. Really cool. Not the normal. Sorry, hang out for a second.
There's an important nuance in here.
Yeah.
You kind of breezed by it, but you went to the house and pretended to take a video. Just as a friendly reminder, most sellers have cameras these days. If they don't have cameras inside, they definitely have a Ring doorbell, so they are watching you walk up. They are, like, you pretended to take a video. Like, you need to go through the motions if you're going to do it, like your client is viewing it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because the sellers are watching and paying attention
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I didn't see any cameras there, but I still did it because I was like, I drove all this way anyway. And then I like took some photos to like show, because like he had like a question about like a room that there wasn't a photo of, so I like did that, so then you could see that. But I don't know, easy showing.
Hey, so that's not normal. Sorry, I know we don't normally try to turn these into lessons, but hey, here I am. That's not normally normal. Sadie, my question to you is, like, well, we're starting to see an uptick of people coming from out of state. We are. Like, I think we've got a client right now. Oh God, I've talked to a bunch of you guys. We got a client coming up from North Carolina. We got another one for Arizona, New York, so all kinds of stuff, right? I even think one of you guys has like an Idaho client. Anyway, so what are your best practices, Sadie, when you've got someone coming out of the area? Because the challenge I find is that they want you to go and do a bunch of video recording showings, but then they don't actually, it's very uncommon that they'll actually buy a home without seeing it. And so what are some of your best practices when you get someone coming in and out
I
of the
actually
area?
disagree. I've had it happen a few times.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it happens more often than not. I think the most important thing, and I know Audrey probably did this, right, is that you do a consultation on Zoom. So you're going through the buyer, because I know you did that, like buyer presentation, I'm talking through, I'm pulling open Google Maps. Remember Chris Snow, like talked to us about all of that like forever ago. But
Yeah.
they're in Fort Lauderdale, they do a ton of relocation traffic, and so their go-to is not a coffee shop, it's a Zoom, because most of their stuff is relo. So if you're doing anybody coming in from out of state, do a Zoom, pull open the maps, talk to them about different neighborhoods, go through the buyer presentation, find out what's important to them, and then it's that caveat of, hey, here's the good news. I know you're going to be up here, but I don't want us to feel really pressured to buy a house in the 6 hours that you're here in 2 weeks or whatever it's going to be. And so if a great house comes available, I can always do a virtual showing and I'll do a video walkthrough with you. Once we've done that video walkthrough, you can make an offer. With our inspection period, you can always back out if you need to. And so it's just talking them through that. I don't like to set up 2 inspections, just nuance for me. I find that's a pain in the ass. I just tell them half an hour, I tell the inspector half an hour after the client. So the client shows up a half an hour early, they walk through. With trademark, like if you cancel when the inspector shows up, I think it's like $100. It's like,
Yep.
It's very inexpensive. So then we're not going out there twice. I'm not trying to schedule 2 inspections with the seller and that whole thing. It's like you got a half an hour to walk through. If you hate it, we'll tell the inspector to go away and we'll back out. If you love it, we'll do the full inspection. We're already there, and going through that. I find it happens quite a bit.
Okay.
In my experience, you've done a bunch, there's a few of you who've done a bunch. In my experience, when they come to town, they see a lot, right? 6 or 7 or 10 or how many ever they can fit in when they're here. They often don't like any of those. But at that point, they've met me, they've seen some houses, they understand the neighborhoods, and now we're like virtual showing an offer, because they have that piece of context. I find that happens most.
So you find they at least come into town once, you show them 10 properties?
Most of the time, not always.
Not always, though. Okay.
Some of them can't. Some of them don't want to buy 2 plane tickets, because if they come into town once, and then they have to come back for the inspection, depending on how far they're coming from, that's 2 very expensive plane tickets.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people who just won't come. They'll do the virtual walkthroughs. I mean, phones, videos, 3D
That's
tours.
when you send the videos that Perna does of each city that they're looking into.
Yes, send the video that Perna does of the cities. Yep, the YouTube video.
Smart.
Kate just had one the other day. She was really smart. She sent them like, hey, when you're here, here's a couple places to go eat. You sent like a few of Mike's videos, 2 or 3. Here's great places to go eat in whatever city. Here's the activities, kids activities that are happening. Here's the city overview for when you're here, and like a little bit of prep work so that they feel, and you said your clients were like super comfortable and confident.
Yeah, and I was like the 6th or 7th city that they've done this at, and they said by far this was the best experience they've had.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because
Good.
Detroit was one of 6 or 7. They were also
Yeah.
looking like New
All
York
the
and
other big
Florida.
cities,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, anyways, that's what I do. But I think it happens way more often.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Okay. If
Good job,
you run into that stuff, now you know who to call. There you go.
Good job.
Get advice. Good. This thing's dying. Can I?
Yeah.
Good. Anybody else? Did we clap for Audrey? Good job, Audrey! Come on, Kate. Go, Kate. Go, Kate. Do you have olives?
Yes, I have martini.
It's
also
martini
today.
cake today. All right.
Martini cake.
Okay.
Oh.
You want the other mic? We have lots of mics.
Fuzzy Mike.
Fuzzy Mike. Yeah, I got a pending last night, and there were 2. Thank you. There were 2 major takeaways I had from this one where I'm just learning every time with every new situation. Younger couple, and they had just started looking, and I could tell a couple weeks ago they got a little overwhelmed. I learned from a mistake I made a few months ago about helping them not be overwhelmed. No pressure on our first offer, no pressure whatsoever. And it was like, great, like let's keep it light, breezy, even though like our urge is to fix it and to win it, right?
What do you mean, no pressure?
Like, oh, we're going up against other offers, and I'm not going to say anything about escalation clauses and all sorts of stuff like that. We don't
Yeah.
want to, overwhelm that sort of a thing. They were feeling pretty discouraged from a couple weeks ago, and so I was just kind of like, hey man, like I got your back, like let's just go check some other stuff out. Let's check out another area, that sort of a thing. We got back out, saw a house in Farmington, and they weren't really looking there at first. We got into it, and they immediately loved the place. It's like perfect for them. I talked to the agent. There weren't any other offers, but so this is the other like takeaway I got from this one. When I was walking through the house, I noticed like the seller had a bunch of photos of their bulldog. And if you know anything about couples with bulldogs, like they're kind of crazy about their bulldog. And I knew that my couple had a bulldog. So I'm like, okay guys, I know this is usually a practice like we would do in a multiple offer situation, but I think we should just write them a letter. I can write it for you, or you can write it, whatever you want, and can you send me a picture of you with your dog? So we submitted it. It sounds dumb, but literally.
No, it sounds brilliant. It's brilliant.
We sent
Yeah.
in the offer. By the way, I also went on Showing Time, and in the feedback, I put like, "Hi sellers, we loved it. Check out our letter," because sometimes the agent doesn't give it to the. Like if I'm an agent, I'm not giving them a letter, you know.
Yeah.
But like hell no. But yeah, so sure enough, there was an identical offer, and we won it because of the letter.
Yes. Killer.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Reminder: you guys could do any of that stuff. You can write notes and leave them at the house. You can write stuff on feedback, and they're going to see it. The family letter's a beautiful thing. That's really well done. Holy shit, that's brilliant. Kate, good job. You get a piece of chocolate cake. Anybody else? Good? Okay, what do you got, Ernie?
All right.
All right.
Now on cake after the meeting.
Huh?
Cake after the meeting for you.
Why? Isn't this way more fun?
It is way more.
There you go. All right.
We have 2 of these now?
You know.
Okay. We have a video for everybody. And good morning, everyone.
Oh.
Yeah.
you in the video?
I am in the video, but I'm going to give a little speech after the video.
Okay.
So is this one that we get to send to clients?
Those boots
this
are
is just for you.
dope. I love it. How are you?
Kind of the intro for what I'm going to talk about.
Okay. Oh, just kidding.
I would do a song and dance, but you don't want to see any of them, I promise you.
We just said I
Yeah. We do. No. Trust me.
Who's your favorite singer, Ernie?
Yeah, see, I'm old, so we're going to go with like Simon and Garfunkel era. You're gonna-
Oh, Hello Darkness. All right.
Yeah.
That was my mother. She would sit there and can green beans in our kitchen and play Simon and Garfunkel.
Yep.
True story.
Wow, now we like the video.
Or homemade applesauce, Ernie? Oh yeah.
Maybe not. No. All right, I can just tell everybody.
Play it for the room and then maybe send it in the Slack.
Yeah, I'll throw it in Slack. You want to talk about it?
Okay.
Because it's not.
Well, it was a little bit of a visual. We finally have our podcast room open.
Oh.
So we are taking. Is it going to show? No. Okay. So we did this. I believe it was about 6 months ago at a UWM event, and we got a lot of feedback. A lot of people seemed to like it, and we are trying to get more and more social media content out for everybody and be as helpful as possible. So we have the media room set up. We have our media director
Can you make sure
is
there's
going
sound
to be
on?
filming it.
No, so
Then
there's
he's
no
going to
sound.
be putting about a 15-second, 30-second clip together for you. But you'll also get the entire interview, so you can cut it up yourself and post to social media. It can be on anything you want. This is your interview. This is your podcast. So we're just going to be there to help direct it a little bit, ask you the questions you want us to ask you, and really highlight you the best we can. All right? We are sharing this with the rest of our teams. So it's not, there is a little it's not an application. There's about 8 questions, so we know who to contact. And then we're going to start filling in dates that our media guy is available and you guys are available so that we can figure out when to coordinate everything with everybody.
Awesome.
All right?
Good.
Well, the video was a little bit...
It's a bummer. We'll get it out.
Put it in the Slack. It's in the
Okay,
Slack.
perfect.
Beautiful. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
What a
Thank
benefit.
you.
I
Yeah.
love it. Thank you. Audrey, what you got? Frosty. Okay. That's the best joke. That is the best.
What's the best?
Thank you for sharing that with me.
I shouldn't have.
I know.
Okay, so yesterday I noticed there was just like a little bit of confusion. I see this happening more and more often, so I just want to clarify for everybody here for lead desk shifts. So can anyone remind me of how we are finding out when our lead desk shifts are? Michael Mayfield, yeah, you want to answer?
You get a calendar invite.
You get a calendar invite from who?
Word?
Yeah, so info@parenting.com will send you a calendar invite, and then that is how you know when you have a lead desk shift. So I know with Sign Up Genius, it is a great tool, and sometimes we have little glitches in there, especially when everyone's in there signing up at the same time, so it can like do some overlapping. And when that happens, we try to make sure that the correct person gets it, and that's trying to keep everything fair and square. And I know that you guys are all really smart and put everything in your calendar. That way it doesn't like mess up with ISA appointments and everything, which is great. Rory is really good about getting it out the next day. And so I would suggest that after that day, so like we get the sign-ups on Tuesday, it ends that day on Wednesday when you get your calendar invites from Rory, because it'll be sent to your email and your calendar. I would go back through and just sort out your calendar to make sure that you get rid of all the ones that you've created and only keep the ones that Rory sent in where you are the guest of. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I think that'll help with no overlapping of the people who are calling through. So then there's
Got-
3 people on it at one time.
So what happened is when we opened it, a bunch of people signed up for the same slot.
Yes.
And then they went and put it in their calendar. They thought it was a done deal.
Yeah.
But really the process is we put it in there, but there might be some ties. And so we have to go unwind it.
Yep.
And then we'll actually send you a calendar invite.
Yes.
So if you don't have a calendar invite for the lead desk shift, it doesn't exist.
Correct.
Okay. That makes
And make
sense.
sure you say yes to them.
Yes.
A bunch of you guys are not saying yes to calendar invites in general, and when the ISA team, the scheduling team, looks at it, she is very confused. Are you going to that event or not? Don't put maybes. If you're not going, put no and get it out of your calendar. If you are going, click yes and make sure that it shows up, because it kind of shows up as like tentative, and you're screwing yourself up for ISA appointments if you keep it tentative.
Yes.
Don't click no, because unless you get coverage for your.
For leadership,
Yeah.
yeah, don't say no to
Point.
those.
Or for anything, open houses.
Yeah, those 2. And then the only other announcement that I have is that Rising Stars is moving to Tuesdays at 11 instead of Friday at 11. So
Awesome.
we'll be in office, and I'll still have the Zoom up for everyone who's on Zoom. That's not going away. You will still be taken care of as well. But we just wanted to do it in person as well, so then we can just collaborate together to help you move forward with clients, and then just go over things in the business. Okay? Cool. That's all I got.
Okay, thanks. Good job. Okay. Cool, thank you. This one's mine too.
You just take this.
Okay.
Your stats are like that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Board's so motherfucking hard.
Julie. Okay.
Hi, Austin. Hi. There's a test, yeah. Everybody got one? Okay. All right, I got a few things for you. So the script is, Joe, do you need one?
No, I had one.
Ruth's just flirting. Okay. What is it? I'm messing with you. Keep going. All right, come back. You're right. Not cool. Sorry.
Slow it down, Austin. Slow the mind.
Cake.
Okay, so here's our follow-up script. Ready? We're coming up on back to school, and so if you look at most municipalities, we go back to school. Either the Monday after Labor Day. I think there's a bunch that go the week before Labor Day now. So it's basically that little 3-week stretch, right? But for the most part, it's like Labor Day is back to school. The reason that I'm talking about it now on this follow-up script is because if you think about it from a reverse standpoint, right now we're I don't even know the date. July 15th. Jeez, it's like an easy date too. Anyway, so we're at July 15th. Look, if you went under contract this week, you're closing basically the last week of August, right? And so you're basically the next, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks, if you want to be into your school district before the beginning of school, the next 2 to 3 weeks are it. Now, the truth is that most people that are moving because of schools have already done it. And you still, like Julie, you just went under contract with your guy yesterday, and they need to be in the school district. So you're still getting some kind of like, just the tire kickers and the hangers on, and just kept on looking around for everything that's going on.
And most school districts will take a purchase agreement for a house.
Great point. Most school districts take a purchase agreement or even a lease agreement in order to get you into the new school, right?
It means you got to drive your kids there for the first however long, but you can get it.
Yep, that's a really great point. And so the other thing that's happening in the market right now is we're seeing an increase in inventory. Now, I'm not particularly, although I've got my eye on Macomb County. Mike and I have been talking about it a lot. But we've seen an increase in inventory, and nothing crazy. You just got to remember, we've been at a historically low inventory for 5 years. And so we're seeing just a little bit of bump up in inventory. And so it creates two really good talking points for us. By the way, shout out to Kate. You had given me the inventory stats, so thank you on that. I didn't write it on the paper, correct. I wrote it on my paper. But anyway, I'll give you the numbers. But anyway, so here it is. Hey, here's the other thing. When I was writing out the script this morning, like I was ping-ponging ideas like, oh, Julie, Kate, you guys got any ideas? I already had kind of an idea. And they're like, oh, I'll do this. And they're like, I don't know. I just say hi. Julie, I think you said that. You're like, I don't know. You're just coming up with new ways to call and say hi. And I went, yeah, that's the point. So like, again, we give you the script every single week for follow-up, but real follow-up, a great follow-up is done just by calling people once a week, once every couple weeks. If they're a tighter client, calling them a couple times a week and just saying hi, how you like, and having a reason to call. So this is a hi and a reason to call. Okay. So good morning. How's your summer been? Super open-ended. Just hang out there for a second. If they want to hang out with you for 10 minutes and talk about their summer vacation and talk about their crazy aunt, whatever it is, like talk about their bulldog, sit there and hang out for 10 minutes and talk about their bulldog, right? The reason for my call is I have a few clients who are currently writing offers to be in their new home before school starts. We're going to introduce the topic. Remind me again, do you need to be in your new home before school year starts? Actually, the stuff that I'm going to teach tomorrow, Chris Voss talks about, there's a deep psychological need for people to want to correct you. And so we're actually tapping into that with the sentence. Remind me again, do you need to be in your new home before the school starts? They'll correct you and you'll get more information out of them. It's an FBI interrogator technique. Anyway, if yes, great. Hey, we're running out of time. If that's a priority, when can we meet to discuss your move? There's a real urgency in that, right? If no, great. That makes it easier. This is a great time to get out there and look because historically we tend to see the peak of inventory right now, this time of year. That's true. And this means that this is a great time to look at what the market is as you're planning your move. So even if you're not moving right now is the premise, you might be moving in January where you're going to get the best idea of what the market gives you right now this time of year. There's the most amount of inventory, okay? Really, I just want to meet with somebody. I want to have a consultation with them. I want to show them 3 houses. I'm not going to show them houses for the next 6 months, but I want to meet them. This is an excuse to meet them. Inventory is at its highest, excuse to meet you. Got it? When can we meet to discuss your next move? Or when can we meet to strategize your next move? Or when can we meet to show you what some of the different inventory looks like? Easy? Questions, comments? Okay. Text. Hey, good morning. It's Austin with the Perna team. July in Michigan historically sees the most number of homes for sale we see all year. When can we get on the phone? When can we discuss the market and your move? Easy. Purpose of text is to get a human on the phone, guys, right? Voicemail. Hi, it's Austin with the Perna team. Call me when you got 5 minutes. I can give you an update on the current number of homes available in the real estate market, more than any other time of the year. Cool? Yeah. If you feel comfortable talking market stats, we hesitated to put it on the paper. Here's why. I don't want you to vomit a bunch of information on people. Real estate is actually made in the relationship and in the connection. That's how you sell homes, okay? And if you just call somebody and start puking up data, it's just not going to get you anywhere, okay? But if you feel compelled to talk about some different data points or they ask a direct question, here's what we're seeing. In Oakland County, where inventory's up just under 15%. It's 14.8. In Wayne County, it's up 3.5%. This is last month, year over year. Last month, year over year, inventory increase. Livingston County is 6%. Macomb County is up. Macomb is up 24.2%, guys.
Yikes.
24.2.
Hey, can I have it?
Yeah, do it. Here.
Okay. Hey, couple notes. I can see some red flags coming a little bit.
Yep.
One, I didn't catch it in the script part. I caught it in the text and the voicemail. We need to be careful. We talk about inventory in this room all the time. We are real estate agents. We understand what inventory means. Most of our clients have no fucking clue what inventory
We just talked about this too.
Yeah. So you'll notice I changed the text in the voicemail, so they said number of homes for sale. It's easy. It's kind of like MLS. I'll never forget it. I had a bold coach once. big training that, it's actually when I got to know you for the first time. I thought you were annoying, but bold training.
You were right.
How in the hell did you come to that session with him?
He used to stand up in the back of the bold room and be like, well, I think this to the coach the whole time, and I would be like, oh God. It was hilarious. And that bold coach always told me, like, never, ever, 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 ever say to a client MLS. They don't know what the MLS is.
Jargon.
You just lost them. Their eyes glazed over. They don't
Yeah.
know what it is. They don't know what you're talking about. Even multiple listing service is a little like, "Wah," but it's better to say multiple listing service, right? And then probably explain it. Hey, the multiple listing service, where realtors put homes for sale and everybody can see them. And now it's like really, really clear. So we talk inventory in this room a lot because you guys know what inventory means. Your clients is just going to glaze over. They didn't hear it. It's not a word that they're used to,
Yeah.
right? The other thing is with these stats, like you talked about, Macomb is up 24%, right?
Yeah.
If you have a buyer who is currently looking right now, I know everybody because I know a bunch of the one-on-ones I'm doing, you guys are talking about it. If you have a buyer who is looking right now and is being indecisive, do not freaking talk inventory with them. Do not talk about the fact that inventory is up. Because think about the client. The client is going to go, oh, I don't love this one. There'll be another one next week. Oh, there's more and more coming on the market. I'm just going to wait. That is the wrong move. Yes, inventory is up right now. It's going to go down through the winter. There's not as many sellers who list in the winter,
Correct.
right? There's not going to be as many options. And that client who is picky is never going to find the right home. But if they feel hope that there's another one that's going to be better next week and there's another one that's going to be better next week, they're always going to stay at this picky level that home doesn't exist. You know it doesn't exist. They don't know it doesn't exist. And if I start talking about the increase in inventory and all of these homes are hitting the market with that client, they just think, it's okay, I'll hang tight and wait. And now you have a client who's never buying because they have bad expectations.
Yeah.
So you just really got to read your client. I think the key here is less talking about inventory and more talking about timeline of school.
Correct.
And so don't lose that piece of it.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's
More,
perfect.
because this voicemail is like, hey, it's Sadie with the Printer team. Call me when you've got 5 minutes. I can give you an update on the current number of homes available in the real estate market, more now than any time of year. They call me back, and I go, great, by the way, right? How was your summer? By the way, remind me again, do you guys need to be in school in before school starts? I've got a bunch of clients looking right now because they got to be in before school starts. And I'm talking about school. The inventory is just like a teaser to get them to call me back,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So just
Or if they
couple red
quiz you
flags.
on it, it's a way to sound like you know, like you're knowledgeable,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so you can build some trust equity with that. Yeah.
Yep. So if I had somebody in Macomb and they were like, wow, there's more homes on the market. I guess I've been seeing more and more for sale signs. I'd be like, yeah. You know, in fact, I was just looking at it this morning and the number of homes for sale in Macomb is up 24% this year. That's great. Now, look, that's probably going to stabilize. It might come down. This isn't a forever thing. We should get out and look at some. There's a great opportunity right now. I'm just breezing past it.
Yeah. Does
You're
it,
going to lose urgency if you start talking about there's all these homes for sale.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
Yep. Agreed.
Can you also like kind of point out that, yeah, that's right now this month, and
Right.
it goes down from here as we
Right.
move further into the year, we're gonna have less, so we should find the right one now.
We were just talking about it at a meeting last week. If you guys go to this market stats and you pull up the 3-year report of, I did it wrong, it's not homes for sale, it's new listings. Don't click homes for sale, it's a funky number how it's calculated, new listings. If you click new listings and you go back 3 years and you do data point every 3 months, you'll see it do this every year for the last 3 years. And if you hover over it, you can see that the summer months are the highest and then it tanks. And then summer months are the highest. And so there's data right in there that you can see. Yep,
Yep.
super consistent.
Yep. It's good.
Just wanted to make sure that we were being
It's
super
really
clear.
good. It's so interesting to me. If you want to sell a house, focus on the school thing in the relationship build and the appointment. As soon as I gave you 4 numbers, like everybody's eyes lit up. I watched the room, right? Like I'll do with a normal script. You're like, oh, here goes Austin again, give me a fucking Ford thing. But the reality is like as soon as I give you 4 numbers, your eyes light up. Don't fall into that trap with your clients. Just careful with it. But you still need to know the info. By the way, raise your hand if you have a Macomb County buyer right now. Audrey. Can I tell you what I'd be doing? So we've noticed it with our listings in Sterling and Shelby. We've noticed Rochester's still holding pretty good. Although Rochester's Oakland, great point. As soon as it was coming out of my mouth, it's like right there. If I had a client that was Macomb County, I really think there's an opportunity right now. And so what I'd be doing is I'd be looking at, when I showed some of my 3 to 5 homes to create that contrast, the conversation I'd be having is rank them. What's your favorite home? Right? Still, we're running the play. Rank them. Well, this one's my favorite home. Great. Do you want to write an offer? I'm not sure. Hey, is there a price that would make this a no-brainer? Well, I don't know. So let's pretend the house is listed at 500. I would just start throwing out numbers. I would start going, would 475 make this a no-brainer? I don't know. Would 450 make this a no-brainer? Well, yeah. Hey, can I offer a suggestion? Yeah. Inventory is up in Macomb County. Let's write an offer. Let's see if the seller takes it. The number of homes for sale in Macomb County. Thank you. No, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, it is hard. Train your brain. The number of homes for sale in Macomb County is up. They might take it. Let's put it in an offer. And some of us have been trained, like if you have a buyer right now in Shelby Township and Royal Oak, your brain is wired as multiple offers in Royal Oak, and you can't shake it loose to get to Shelby. But out there in Macomb County, I'd be writing, I would not hesitate to write something 20% under. Does that make sense? Now, would I push it? No, I just want to make sure that I get that person writing an offer. I can get them in the game a little bit. And once people start writing offers, the whole thing becomes real. They go home, they start picking out couches, they start calling their best friend, right? Like they start doing all the things. And so all I want to do is get them writing an offer, right? They may or may not get it, but now we're in the game. Does that make sense? Okay. Any other questions, comments on this topic? Cool. Okay. How much time I got? Oh my God, we have 15 minutes. Amazing. Hey, I wanted to chat a little bit about Level Up. And actually, Perna, you inspired it through a conversation that we had last week. And actually, Jeff Lawson isn't in the room, but Jeff had taught this at one of our all-team advances. When did he do the Level Up thing, Doreen? You don't know. Who's got a good memory? It's been a couple of years ago, yeah.
A year and a half, too. It was the summer one, I feel like.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
Yeah, I think it was an August one. Jeff had made this incredible analogy from real estate to a video game. And I thought it was really cool. And so you think about it like a video game, like the first thing that they do, if you plugged in, God, I just don't play a lot of video games outside of Mario Kart with my son. But anyway, if you put in Mario, everybody knows Mario, right? There's a certain level of skill that you have when you first start playing. And then the longer that we play Mario Kart, what ends up happening is we like unlock new karts, and we unlock new tires, and we unlock new characters, and we unlock new levels, right? And you keep building up. If you were playing like a role-playing game, like a Zelda, all they do is they drop you in the middle of the map and say, figure it out, and you just kind of tool around, and then you start to pick up all these skills in the video game, right? You video game people, am I getting this reasonably right? Thank you. Yeah, you Zelda people. Anyway, and so you do this. Now, by the way, one of the cool things about video games is that it allows you to get hundreds, if not thousands of repetitions really rapidly. Like I could be playing Mario, and if I don't jump on that shell right, and the thing eats me, it's like whatever, and then I just restart, right? Yeah. That's what happens. I just restart, and so you get better really quickly. It's like you rapidly get better because you're getting repetition. Here's what happens when you screw up a buyer or a seller, though. You get bonked with the shell, and then you get fired by a buyer or seller, and it can knock us off our feet a little bit. And the actual real challenge with that, not only did you lose the client, but the actual real challenge with that is you didn't get enough repetition to help the next client. Like you got to get back on your feet faster. You got to fail faster. You got to take your ego out of it. And so when you start in real estate, it's like we sit you down in boot camp, which is more than anybody gives you, and we give you people to call, which is more than anybody gives you, and you start getting on the phone, and what ends up happening? A lot of green turtle shells hit you in the head, right? It's like such a good analogy. You're just picturing the turtle shell. Yeah. Remember the sun guy in the cloud throwing spiky shit at you? Yeah. You get spiked by the sun guy. All right. Anyway, the angry sun. Yeah. Anyway. And so what ends up happening is like you got to start making dials, and you're not very good at it. Even people that have been in sales before, real estate sales on the phone are different than car sales or mortgage sales or phone sales, right? And so you just got to get repetition, and you get donked in the head a bunch of times. And then what ends up happening is through that repetition, you start to unlock what works and doesn't work. You kind of fiddle around with it, right? Okay, great. I can at least get someone to stay on the phone now, right? And if I can get someone to stay on the phone, okay, that's the next thing. So I could get someone to stay on the phone, but maybe I can only get someone to stay on the phone for 5 minutes with me, or 3 minutes, or 4 minutes. Maybe I can even get to the skill of setting the appointment on that 5-minute call, but then they're not showing up, right? And so then you have to skill up. You have to learn not only how to be disciplined about the dials and your time management and all this stuff and level up there, then you have to be disciplined about, okay, I need to skill up on how to keep someone on the phone longer. Then I need to skill up on how to actually ask for an appointment and set an appointment and find that angle. And there's no way to figure it out without repetition, 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 repetition. And I'll prove it to you. How many times have we taught something and then it hits you square in the forehead 90 days later? You're like, oh, that's what they were talking about. Like you can't, if you're not on a certain level, you can't even comprehend the skill that's trying to be taught. By the way, that's really discouraging. I get that. It's really discouraging. The hardest thing to do is just keep on doing it, right? And so then the next skill is you get someone to show up, and maybe you can't get people to sign buyer agencies, so you can't get people to sign with you. Okay, then you learn that skill. You figure out how to get them to sign with you. And then you get them to sign with you and then show them properties, but then every time they're ghosting you, or like eight clients out of 10 are ghosting you. By the way, that's a you problem. Right? That doesn't happen to other people in the room. If that's happening to you, that's a you problem. You got to level up, right? So then you do more repetition that way, and you start to figure out how to position your appointments correctly to provide enough value and to not pressure someone enough so that they want to keep seeing you. You know what I mean? And then from there you can get them to actually go in and write an offer. And by the way, your first couple of offers, you feel like so nervous and your hair's on fire and you reread the contract 600 times, right? And you're like, oh my God. And you got to level up there. And then the next skill you got to level up is getting that offer accepted. And then the next skill you got to level up is you're going to have a bunch of stuff fall apart at an inspection. So you got to level up your skill around the squirrels and the bears conversation with the home inspection. Okay, then the next one you might have to add on the skill of keeping it together when an appraisal comes in low, so on and so forth, right? And so there's only one way to do it, and it's through repetition. It's through repetition, and it's through doing it over and over and over. And everybody in the room has done it. Like you look at someone like Luke or Julie or Hugh or Kate, like these guys that are doing a bunch of, Doreen, you've had an outstanding quarter, right? Like doing a bunch of deals. And can you guys remember being in that seat when you saw all the other people and you were like, oh my gosh, I'll never get to that point. But it's just, you keep on moving and you keep on doing it. You keep on leveling up. And then you're like, one day it just starts to become easy. It just starts to fall into place, right? That's the experience you had, right? It's the experience you had. I left you out of it. That's the experience you had. It's just like the light bulb goes off. The light bulb goes off and it comes into place. If you wouldn't have spilled all the coffee, I would have included you. But anyway, you got to level up your coffee pouring. Yeah, it's a good joke. Yeah. And so I offer encouragement to you. I offer optimism in this process, and I offer, hey, been there, done that. I know how hard it is to get up and get yourself going and sit down in front of that damn computer and get beat up for 3 hours because you're not very good at keeping somebody on the phone and having these great conversations. But there's only one way to get better. You got to do it. You got to take your lumps. Let me offer encouragement. I know how difficult it is to get yourself prepped and practice your buyer agency and tell it, oh my God, practice your whole thing and show up to the appointment and then have them not sign. Or even worse, have them sign and then never call you again. Let me just offer, that happens to all of us. It still happens to me, just so you know. It still happens to me. It still happens to you, Mike. No matter how perfect we are, no matter how good we are, we get fired, which is why we help each other, right? I don't care who you are, you get fired. So next time you get fired, don't go, oh my God, I suck. Next time you get fired, like, oh shit, there's mine. How can I learn from this? Right?
Can I tell you somewhere else this is really showing up?
Yeah,
This
sure.
resonates. I realized lately this is really showing up also in our open houses. As you were talking
Big
the whole
time.
I was like, oh my God, this is what's happening
perfect.
with everybody with open houses. And Mike, thank you for this too. I don't know if you guys know this, but Mike's been hosting a ton of open houses, right? A few of you have done them with him. And so the first time he was like, I'm gonna host an open house. And I was like, good job, Mike, don't forget the play. And to put up the signs, and he was like, yeah, and I'm gonna do the door knocking. And then I called him after, or you called me or whatever, right? I was like, how did it go? And he was like, well, I did this right, I did that right, but this didn't work. And instead of going like, it didn't work, he was like, I'm signing up next week and I'll fix it. And I was like, and then he said, I think I got a great idea. And I was like, Mike, that's a really bad idea. It won't work. I just said like it won't scale. It's not repeatable.
I got a great idea.
Very unique Mike Perna skill that he could do that none of the rest of us can do.
Yeah.
And he was like, yep, you're right. I'll do it again and I'll figure it out. And you've done like multiple open houses to figure it out, to figure out how it's working, to figure out how to convert them and all of that stuff. And I think that I've been working with the open house stuff lately, and there's a whole bunch of us who, I get a list every week. I don't know if you guys know this. I get a list every week of everybody on the team who hasn't done an open house in 30 days. And that list is massive. And I think that a lot of us, what we're doing is like throwing in the towel. Like, bah, I'm just gonna throw in the towel. I've done a couple of them. It didn't fucking work. I didn't get a client out of it. Nobody really showed up. Like, have we looked at how to level up in that area? Like sign placement, am I placing the signs at the right spot? Am I door knocking ahead of time?
Yeah.
Am I setting a buyer agency appointment right after? Am I doing the video at the house? Like, am I running all aspects of that play? But it's one part where we as a team are kind of like throwing our hands in the air and going, bah, fuck this, it doesn't work. And instead of going like, how can I level up? And we have a lot of tenacity, I think, on the phones to like level up, get better. I hear you guys talking about it all the time. Like, it's okay, everybody gets hung up on, everybody has no pickup days. You guys are good at cheering each other on there, but the open house is the one spot where we're all going like, yeah, this sucks. And is there an opportunity there?
It's such a great point. I look at open houses like 3-point shooting, right? Like when a basketball game, you know, like the one that goes in the most is the layup or the dunk, and the further away from you get the basket, the less likely it goes in, right? And yet there's guys that make millions, hundreds of millions of dollars on that skill, and they shoot it basically 1 out of 3 times, right? It's like, you know, some of these guys have 40%, but for the most part, they're shooting it 1 out of 3 times into the hoop from 3-point range. And so open houses is the same way. It's like for every 2 or 3 open houses, I find I get a really great client. Some of you guys get it every time you go in, but it's like, I got to be okay with missing the 2 shots to hit the 3rd one. I can go to the Hall of Fame doing that. You know what I mean? I got to be okay with missing 1 shot to make another one. I can go to the Hall of Fame doing that. You know what I mean? And so the way I find with open houses, Sadie, is like, I'll have one where maybe I did some things that didn't work and I got to retry it. Maybe there wasn't a lot of groups, and then I have another one and it's gangbusters and I pick up 3 clients. It's just how it works. But you got to be in it to win it, right? I'm singing Kid Rock in my head. In it to win it like Iserman. But anyway, does that make sense, you guys? I don't care where you are. I don't care where you are. Like we have these core values on the wall. And so we talk about cannonball kids and accountability and personal responsibility and da-da-da-da-da-da. My favorite thing about what our core values does, is we provide the safety within our core values to go out and try things and make mistakes and take our lumps and learn up and do it in an environment without judgment, do it in an environment with encouragement, and do it in an environment where we're just working every day to get a little better. No one's yelling at you for making a mistake. No one's going, oh my God, how did you do that? Instead, if you look at, and I talk about, here I go with Maslow's, I talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And it goes anywhere from food and water all the way up to self-actualization. But if you take the bottom rung on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it's food and water, and then it's shelter and safety. are the two main things that a human being needs to survive. If you don't have food and water, and if you don't have shelter and safety, there's nothing else to talk about. There's no like, I'm trying to figure out the secrets of the universe. You're just trying to survive, right? The next thing after that is love and non-judgment. The number one thing a human being needs outside of food, water, and shelter is safety, in non-judgment, and love and acceptance. And I don't care where you are on the journey. I love you, I accept you, I just want you to get you better. Some of you guys are going to take off like a rocket. Some of you guys are going to be a little bit more of a slow burn. It's okay. What I do care about, and I actually never understood this, my mother taught me this. If I came home and I had a C, which I should have never had a C. If I had a C, it was because I was farting around. But what my mom would say to me, and she knew the answer, she would say, did you try your hardest? And of course I'd be like 11 and be like, yeah, I tried my hardest, Mom. But I knew I didn't try my hardest. You know what I mean? And so the thing is that as we partner together, if we can provide the platform for you to learn infinitely and to get those repetitions rapidly, and if we can provide the environment of safety, non-judgment, of people helping each other out, and if we could do it in a way, and all you've got to do into that pot is give it everything you got. Because over the course of time, you're going to level up, just like playing Mario Kart or Mario. Does that make sense? And I don't care what skill you are now. Cool, let's meet you there, and let's just work to get here. Let's not work you from here to here, let's get you here. And then here and here and here and here. And it adds up. Does that make sense? Is that speaking to anybody this morning? What do you got, Audrey? Yeah, do it. Doing, doing, do 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 do. It's actually appropriate this time. Hold on, I got to give you the fuzzy thing. There you go.
Okay, so I am a bit of a control freak, and I don't really ask for help that often. It's one of my things I'm working on. And last week, I had a big mistake that I had to fix, and I needed help. So I went to Mayfield, Perna, Austin, and I...
No, she went to Mayfield, and then Mayfield grabbed Austin and Perna, okay, for the record.
I texted Perna that day after talking.
So anyway, she called Mayfield, and then Mayfield escalated it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to hit you with the phone.
May apologize to your little sister.
I'm sorry, Audrey.
I'll
write you a letter.
I was not going to get through it without the help of the team. And it made the whole week better because I could have just let it like ruin my whole week if I tried to like go on it on my own. And I knew that just like wasn't going to happen because I knew I needed help fast. And so they were just able to come in and just offer suggestions. And no one was yelling at me the whole time. No one was like giving me crap. It was just like, okay, how do we move forward? How, like, give all the information in one room. We were like sitting in this room.
We had like a war room going. Yeah, we were like, all right, what do we do?
And it worked out. And like yesterday, my sellers like apologized to me about everything and how they were treating us. All because like we did everything we possibly could because you had ideas, Perna had ideas, Mayfield had ideas, I had ideas. We were all just trying to figure out how.
Wait, did they not fire us?
We're not selling the house because they're not selling. Yeah. But they were like, thank you so much. Like, we are so sorry that we acted the way that we acted.
What?
Yeah.
God damn, look at that. Yes.
I'm not the biggest fans of you. But
That happens. Someone had to be the bad guy.
Yeah. You know, and Austin's okay with being the bad guy sometimes, and it does help my
Yes,
clients.
I am.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, like, if you are afraid of getting help because you think that you're going to be judged or anything, you're definitely not. And I remember, like, I talked with Mayfield separately, too, and I was like, he was like, I've been here before, like, you're going to be okay. And I was like, okay, like, I'm just going to, what am I going to do, have a pity party? Like, Jeff Lawson told me one time, no pity parties, like, come on, what are you going to do to help yourself? How are you going to get better? And I was like, yeah. So then, like, during this, I was like, yeah, I could just go, like, suffer and be miserable, but also, what's that going to do for me? I was like, I want to move forward, and you guys all help me. So.
Dude, that was fun. Good. Thank you for the takeaway. Yeah, good. Good. Is that speaking to anybody else this morning? Anybody else have a comment? Like I had like 60 heads go, yeah. Okay. Good? hey, just wherever you are, work to get to the next thing. If you don't know how to do it, the easiest way to do it is copy somebody else. And then when you get that skill, copy somebody else. You are in a safe environment. We want to help each other. If you're in this room, you actively want to help the other people in this room. Agreed? So let's do it. Okay? All right, you guys got anything else? Okay, make it an awesome week. What do you got? First time here, go see Lori. And good to go. See you guys. Eat some